Happy Friday to you.
Just turning on the chat. Good morning.
We have technology today.
We hope.
Wow.
We hope.
We'll see. I mean, before we've had issues, and now we've got issues because we have issues.
John mostly.
But for issues,
I have no issues.
There are
John.
tissues. And for me, it's so crazy, man. When I was fasting for the week, 0 allergies. I'd wake up able to breathe every single day, and today, man, it's just brutal.
Apparently it's windy in Texas. Jolene says good morning from windy Texas.
Hello, Jolene. Yeah, I can't figure out why. It's amazing. Our bodies are made to fast for a time, and the longer we allow them to fast, the more it heals.
Good morning, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. People are like, you'll starve to death. Well, think about this for a second. If the lion is out there and the lion hasn't eaten for 2 weeks.
Oh my God, we're not lions.
Is it just prowling and I can't move because I'm so tired and hungry and famished? Or does it go rawr and catch something and eat it, and its mind's clear and it's faster and its reflexes are amazing? So no, I like fasting. I do. I hated being hungry all the time. And for me, my body's not working. I will tell you that, because typically third or fourth day should feel zero hungry. You should feel alive, in touch with the universe. Your mind explodes. You can think things you never thought you could think before. But yeah, this time around, I think it's because I got a fatty liver. So, I mean, if you're going to eat my liver, it's probably not a good idea.
Ew.
I'm just throwing it out there, man. So what can we tell the fine folks today, honey?
I don't know.
She's so good. So let's just start a fight then.
Well, I'm going to go and pay our referenda today on our cars, which is what they used to call the tenencia.
The water bill got very easy to fix and pay, because now over at Mega, they've got a machine. So you can wait in line with the people if you want to put more in than what you're going to give, because maybe you want a credit on the account. But if you go to the machine, it doesn't allow more than 100 pesos refund. And then after that, it puts that little bit in. So if you have like a bill of, say, 1,300 pesos, you put in 1,500. It's only going to give you 100 pesos back, and then put 100 towards your bill.
Good morning, 8 a.m. coffee. So, Larry, it's 8 where you guys are?
Now,
that's why we really can't do this any earlier. 10 really, honestly, is not overly convenient for us, because then we really can't start an appointment until 11, which is sometimes why we just have to
it's not only that
do coffee time.
It's just that with our trainings and stuff, there are other things going on that we're supposed to be doing right now.
But at the same time, this is a priority and we're going to do it.
Yeah. But I mean, 10 o'clock is not going to last forever. So, so if you want to go and let's say your bill is 1,300 pesos, but you want to pay 2,500 pesos because you want a credit in there, you got to go stand in line with the people, if there is a lineup. Now, you do need to look at Facebook for the current hours. So if you want, it's Automapas.
I'm pretty sure they close at weekdays. I don't think they're open Saturdays, and I think weekdays they close at 4. Because we went and it was 2:30 or something. 3 o'clock.
Oh, it was after 3 because you found out it was 4
that's
o'clock.
right. So it was after 3. Yeah,
so Chris is like,
3.
We gotta go now.
Let's go now. Well, I was gonna go by myself. Okay, so and delusional. Remember that. Okay, you can go take that.
No. I'll call him back in a bit. So yeah, Phil, we're Facebook friends now. You need to know what's going on.
So, Mom, good morning. Donna, good morning. It's 9 a.m. there. Yes, you are in beautiful Alberta, sunny Alberta,
who's that?
I guess. Donna Nelson.
Oh, okay.
Helen says, good morning from sunny New Brunswick. Are you guys free to come and go with COVID? We are in the orange right now, limited movement. Actually, late last night or yesterday afternoon, it was decreed
unanimously
that starting today until the 5th of February, after 8, everything non-essential has to shut down. And then it's talking about no weddings, no quinceañeras, no misas, so those are masses, and no reunions, which is a different type of church service or big thing. So I don't know if they mean you can't meet at church after 8 p.m. or you just can't do it at all. So
and there are hardly any new cases.
There actually are not any new cases in the Bay
peek at them
right now.
So it's weird that they're doing this. So something else is up. And I
asked John if there was a holiday coming up, because that's usually when they do this kind of stuff. So Janet, good morning.
And in Mexico, you're not allowed to have guns if you're not ex-military, blah, blah, blah. So there's nothing that we can really do. Now, the Mexicans can, but we can't. So what are you looking at?
Shirley needs my VIN number for my truck.
Oh, yeah. Apparently there were some cards at the truck registry.
So we want to go get it registered, yeah. So
unfortunately here, you do need to pay every single year for your vehicle. It's anywhere 500 pesos to 1,000 pesos. It used to be more, and it was called tenencia. Now they've changed the name because who knows? And the thing that got me was it was to pay for Mexico's Olympics originally, which were 1968. So that's the same age as her. That's how long this has been going on. It's a temporary thing 52 years later. That's the problem with government. You let them have access to things, they make new rules because they got to protect their jobs. So while we're all worried, maybe we're fired, maybe we're not, they're not, and they take your money. It's nuts. Maybe you want to fix that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm tired.
Sorry, I just need to do this. So just keep talking. You were doing fine. I
mentioned your age.
Lots of new cases daily here in New Brunswick, according to Helen.
It's the deaths that matter. It really is the deaths that matter. This is the first time ever. How many people get the cold every year? How many people get the flu?
It's very strange that nobody's commenting on elements. Usually that's our biggest comment space. So I'm going to check that.
Yeah, well, I think we just need a new system. I have another platform called Live Webinar, which we could plug into Facebook.
Or we could just do it straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I love how you do that, but you don't move like Oprah does when she says.
Because I'm not insane like you.
No, Oprah, not me.
No, you. Because you would do it, but I wouldn't, is what I'm trying to say.
Straight up.
So I'm going to go into the Elements Facebook.
She's going to go into the Elements Facebook and see. So what are y'all doing this weekend? Who's having a great time? Who's having fun? Who's trapped under quarantine?
Oh, I was going to say I'm trapped. Trapped under a wedding ring. Ha ha ha. It's funny.
I can't disagree. Because I have the same curse.
Are you positive? I am.
Well, we know that this was done.
Not.
Good morning, Kathy, for whatever reason.
There we go. Okay.
So yeah.
Elements isn't coming up anymore. Both of your personal accounts appear only. Well, Kathy just joined up under Elements. So check it out and see, Jeff, if it did show up. Because Kathy just commented, and that is the Elements stream. So I don't know what happened, if it just was a bit of a delay. But yeah.
I'm slow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pouring my
Chiefs play Sunday, so we will be watching the game.
Chiefs.
I don't know what sport the Chiefs play for, and because John and I are really not sports people.
Here's what I did know.
Hi, Terry. Terry, when are we seeing you guys?
When we went to trivia night at Jack's, failed miserably. We were like fourth out of three.
Fourth out of three.
It was like nobody said, "Oh yeah, you need to be an Einstein to play this trivia."
Jody's mom, for the record, if you're listening, June, you make hard questions. They were great questions, but they were hard questions.
Like. Who married
Super Bowl winners, Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, but are you not Canadian? What are you watching the Super Bowl for?
Here is one of the questions was, who married Linda Eastman in 1969? And Linda Eastman was an heiress to the Kodak fortune. So yeah, if you know the answer, Put it in. We'll
Okay,
see
so
how smart you are.
Terry said that we can come visit them whenever we want if we remember where they're staying. Otherwise, they're not going to tell us. No, I'm just kidding. And Jeff said he checked again and is not seeing elements. Kathy, comment. Are you seeing? I'm seeing elements. Jeff, I've got it going on my cell phone, and it is on the main one. So
sorry, Jeff. We have no idea.
Maybe we blocked you.
I don't think we blocked him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to talk.
Non-elements.
No. She's being nuts.
Anyways, yes, Terry, we remember.
So honey,
anyhow, what? So today is Friday.
Friday.
Don't.
Gotta get down on Friday.
Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please.
That
Sir Paul McCartney.
There you go.
Larry,
Boom.
you are good.
Larry, you're invited to our trivia team if we ever go again.
That's right. You know what? It was fun. So Kathy sees elements. So Jeff, I don't understand. I don't understand why you are
Jeff's
not.
a guy. See, and we just look, I don't see it.
Yeah, but Jeff's not that kind of guy. Well, I should probably talk to Claudia about that. But
yeah. Thanks, Kathy.
Way to show Zuck who's boss. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Chuck.
Yeah, the problem with guys is we're just eye candy, man.
It's a long, long list.
It is, and I can't even disagree with that. But I mean, there are problems with women too. Like they're pretending that they can multitask, and all they can do is one at a time. Nothing gets done properly. Until it takes time. Guys are like, I can't do anything. I can't even chew gum and walk. But here's the difference between a guy and girls.
Really? That's rude, Jeff said.
Guys and girls. Guys look in the mirror. They could be fat, overweight, bald. They're like, damn, I look good. A woman, she could look amazing, look in the mirror and say, I look terrible. That's the difference. You know, there's so much more. But that, I think, for me,
so much more or so much less.
That's kind of the big one.
It takes one nut to know another nut.
Yes.
I agree, John.
They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but fruits and nuts too. You know, I mean,
apple is fruit. Just for the record.
Okay, nuts then. Nuts. Your nuts are near your tree, not yours. There's another difference between guys and girls. Don't let them tell you there's no such thing as gender, that there's 60 different things to call yourself. It's just boys and girls. And sometimes there are genetic anomalies, but it's very, very rare.
Yes. So yes.
We've signed over to Parler now. We've ditched WhatsApp. I think we may have mentioned this previously. Do the same.
We haven't officially ditched WhatsApp, but I'm moving, especially stuff like what we use with business, because we do have to share people's passports and stuff back and forth. So we will also be encouraging any of our clients who choose to share their passports and stuff with us via WhatsApp to switch over to Signal. So far, I'm loving Signal. It works really well. One thing that I really like about Signal, and it's one thing that it never made sense why WhatsApp you can't send yourself a message in WhatsApp, but you can with Signal. So, one of those things where you're in the store.
You got a sparkle on me, but okay, go on.
When you're in the store or driving, you're not supposed to be touching your phone while you're driving. But when you're stopped at a stoplight and you think of something and you want to send yourself a quick message, well, you can go into Signal, do a voice message to your own self. I like it.
Wow.
So far, I have not had I haven't tried to send much in the way of photos. I've received some. I have tested it out with a friend of mine who we've sent back and forth different things. And so far, I'm liking it. And apparently it's a not-for-profit, so you can actually donate to them, or a nonprofit, not a not-for-profit. Is it difference? Is there a difference between nonprofit and not-for-profit?
It's the same.
I am not nonprofit.
She's all profit. You need lots of profit because her tastes in tequila kind of costly.
Not just that. I want a swimming pool. I want my casitas built. I want...
It would be cheaper for me just to leave you.
I'm trying to see what the downside is for me.
I will know where everything is.
I am the broker of elements.
You are. She is.
I am only I'm only a 49% though owner of Mexico Life, or I mean of
Mexico Real Estate Network.
Mexico Real Estate Network.
Yeah, I did that so that way, if there ever was any disagreement, that I would win no matter what. So
I want my home in Mexico. Lori, I want you to have a home in Mexico.
Yep. There are a lot of people here right now. I mean, it looks like there isn't because a lot of them are hiding.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of folks here. And it's so funny to see people
Wendy.
down the streets. People who we have hugged our entire freaking life. And now they're like, no!
Or it's
no! Or the fist bump. That's just...
Which, you know what? If that's what makes them comfortable so they can still go out and do things.
I have no hugs.
I'll give you a hug, honey.
It doesn't count. You don't like me.
Neither do they. Let's be honest. Last night, good Friday morning, Wendy.
We had a great.
We went to Cooley's with some friends last night. You know what, you guys? We were talking. You know, there's been some restaurants lately that we've gone to because we've been going out a fair bit. I mean, not a lot, but we've been going out to more higher end restaurants for different things. Like, I'm not gonna name what those things are, but Cooley's has been one place that has never disappointed.
Though it's a work of art that tastes fantastic.
Yeah.
And the prices are so good. Christie's steak yesterday. Tell them about your steak.
So John and I, of course, are eating keto/low carb. And I knew that probably my best bet on what to eat there would be a steak. And Cooley's makes the best. I like filet mignon because I don't like a real fatty steak. So I ordered the filet mignon, and I don't like mushrooms, so I told them to take the mushrooms off. I don't really like wilted spinach. I like fresh spinach, but I'm not a big fan of the wilted spinach. I find it actually a little bitter. So I don't know. And I've never liked it anywhere, like any restaurant I've had it at. So anyways, I'm like, I'm going to change this up a bit, and I'm just going to do my steak with the grilled vegetables that they offer. And I said, an extra portion of grilled vegetables or whatever. I don't want anything else. I just want my steak and the grilled vegetables. So I get this
monstrous.
Well, okay. So first the plate, and there's this big green pepper, and I'm like, you can't fool me. I know that's spicy.
Yeah, it's very spicy.
So I've got the pepper, and then I've got all the spiralized or sliced up vegetables that have been grilled and like charred grilled. Oh my gosh. And then this chunk of steak. I swear, you guys,
at least
it had to have been that big, right? And about that thick.
It was so nice.
The edges were it wasn't like one of those perfectly round sirloins, it was like an actual real cut of sirloin. Oh my goodness.
And how much was the price on the menu?
$2.95 for that. And I had a Caesar salad, which of course was delicious. No croutons. And yes, I know there's still going to be carbs in the dressing because they're not going to make it's probably got some sugar and stuff, but it's the only carbs I was eating. So I was okay with that. Jeff said he'll hug us both. Just find him a home in Mexico. And Lori says she's a hugger as well. Well, so are we. So if anybody feels comfortable enough to hug,
you got to let us know first, because I'm just not going to go and hugging, because that can be perceived as rude.
Well, and it could be awkward because all of a sudden they're like this.
Don't touch me, I'm not your wife. And then she's like, don't touch me, I am your wife. So I don't know who I can touch.
Okay, so can I rent a room from you? This is my Auntie Jeanette. We don't have an extra room right now. Auntie Jeanette, Mama's in it.
When we have our
but when we have our casitas, we'll talk about it. Our rent might be pretty high back here, though. Dirt roads and all.
So I had the...
Whoa. And then the same aunt asks me, what's wrong with my cook? I should fire her. Well, I know my mom was on. I don't know if she still is. But my mom hasn't really been cooking much. She's done a lot of the cleaning, which I approve of, because she will clean after we cook. Shay and I have done probably the majority of the cooking. My mom also made keto cinnamon buns yesterday or a few days ago. They're really good. Although there's something about almond flour.
Almond flour just tastes chemically.
It has a chemical taste, and I don't know if maybe we made our own almond flour and took almonds. And Phil must really need to talk. Oh, it's not Phil this time. Anyhow,
I don't know who this is. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, so it was delicious. They're really, really delicious. And we used, I have a monk fruit sweetener. I also had a monk fruit brown sugar, which she used. Very, very good. Very, very good. I, on the other hand, made the keto sourdough bread. I don't know if I can do the keto sour bread again. I'm going to test it out another time. I think I might put a little bit more coconut flour in it to absorb the moisture and see about the keto sourdough bread, because it really had a...
If I'm getting phone calls, it's busy. And
yeah.
10 o'clock is getting crazy time. So, yes, the keto thing is good. Now back to what I had yesterday.
Okay, I'll let him talk now.
I had the Arroyo del Mar, which was, my understanding, was fish-wrapped octopus. Now, when I got
bacon-wrapped octopus.
Well, it's bacon. Oh, you got to see this. So the bacon is weaved around this ball of whatever. So I will explain the ball. The weaving was the bacon, which was cooked to perfection, surrounding fish, surrounding shrimp and octopus. Now, there's only like 3 pieces of octopus. I was expecting more octopus because that's why I got it. I thought it was fish-wrapped octopus. They had shrimp in there. Bonus. Love shrimp. But still, it was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
Spooktacular.
And I gave Christie a piece of the awesomely weaved, by the way, bacon, cooked to perfection. And she's like, I like the bacon, but I don't necessarily like the fish. It tastes too fishy.
Well, I'm not a huge fish eater. I like certain types of fish, but they don't taste like fish. So I like tuna, because you can make tuna taste like a steak. I like mahi-mahi because it's a very gentle...
You like white-meated fish, and except the tuna, which is obviously really red.
So,
but yeah, meal, spectacular. Just go to Cooley's. And if you don't know where it is, look it up on Google Maps. When you're going there, you're going to think you're in the wrong neighborhood, but you'll be in the right one. Because it's on our side of the highway.
And Katrina, good morning.
But the thing is they have paved roads. How the hell did they do that? We don't have paved roads. It just drives me bonkers.
There's not a lot that doesn't drive you bonkers, honey. Let's be honest.
It is kind of true. There is not, right? Especially right now in the world, it is going so fast. The momentum of all of this nut job lefty crap is just going faster and faster and faster. And pretty soon we'll all be in camps or something, being re-educated for the revolution. I'm just saying, I started the fight.
Yep, he has just started the fight. Whole dinner was great. Yes. Yeah, it was, Randy.
It was spectacular. Yeah, even our friends, their meals. And guys, it doesn't just taste amazing, it looks amazing.
And Auntie Deanna, good morning. I did get your message this morning, and I have passed some of this information on to David also, so he can get looking into it a little bit. So hopefully we can get some answers.
Yeah, we need to find Who Knows Rowena Mock. Maybe we should write a book. Who Knows Rowena Mock? I don't know. It might happen. So hopefully tomorrow our technology works again. Seems to be working right now.
Tomorrow is Saturday. I mean, I guess we can do it on a Saturday. We don't usually.
We need to start doubling down on weekends.
Well, you know what? We said that we would do a little thing from Jack's when we went. We didn't. We were actually sitting at different tables.
And we sounded stupid. I mean, it was such a hard...
We didn't want anybody to know how bad we were both losing.
It was such a hard trivia thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was craziness.
And then...
I will explain how it works.
Just wait.
If you want to go.
Yesterday, we went to the beach. We went to Des Soladares Beach for a few hours.
That was lovely.
Took my little princessa, Taylor. Was lovely. Shay and Matt came. My mom came. We spent quite a few hours at the beach yesterday.
Yes, we did. And it really was lovely. Didn't see any whales. So I will tell you how the trivia works. You better stop. So saw the trivia.
Because I was facing the ocean. I didn't have my back to it. That was just weird.
You have teams up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And only 6 people maximum can sit at a table. You cannot have extras. We found that out because there was 10 of us.
Then Jody gives you a piece of paper. And on the piece of paper, it has 50 lines. So it's 50 questions. There are 2 breaks.
But they don't go up and down. They go sideways.
So
you
it
have
goes
to know
1,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very
all the way
important to know.
Al is awesome at trivia. Then get your butts down here. We need a good trivia people.
And then she just starts reading questions. We have our trivia master, who's Jody's mom. And she's the one who creates the trivia. But then Jody also does the trivia.
Jody hosts it.
Yeah, but she actually partakes.
Well, they
in the
lost,
trivia.
so she definitely wasn't cheating because
I just don't think she remembered the answers because Jody memory kind of crazy. So yeah, and then at the end you have to. So they read the questions. We have 2 breaks, and during those breaks, you have 5 minutes, and we can ask the questions about missing answers.
But she won't give us the answers.
No.
Missing questions.
But you should be writing down the questions. So we had Shelly writing down the questions, which was amazing because then we could just keep going back. And the one that got me was the only Grandmaster American and chess player. And it was funny because I'm like, I know this. This is the simplest thing ever.
And nobody got it.
No, Shay did. Shay got it. It was Bobby Fischer. And I knew it was Bobby Fischer. I just could not grasp it in my Google-less mind.
Because
you're not allowed to have
with Jody. So much fun. So you guys played, Katrina?
You are not allowed to have a phone on the table or accessible unless you're Lynn, because Lynn chats with everybody. And
still lost, so we know she wasn't cheating.
Yeah, it was funny because I knew the letter beside the K on the QWERTY keyboard without looking. And she's like, why didn't you ask me a couple seconds ago? I'm like, I know it's an L. It was an L because I don't know the keyboard. I just know the keyboard. So when I'm typing, it just kind of goes to where it needs to go.
With his fingers.
Yeah, with my fingers. It's weird.
Like pointers, not all
So
of
then
them.
at the end, she reads the answers and we check them off. Oh, yeah. So Jody comes around and takes those pieces of paper, gives them to somebody else. So another team marks it. Now, the name of our team was the WFT. And that was 2 levels of awesome because we were named after the Washington football team. I like that.
Which I don't know why.
Because it's the stupidest name ever. So I thought people will start stealing that name and using it as their own. Washington football team. You're going to have little league teams in Edmonton, Alberta. We're the Washington football team. Yeah. And then when you put by the letters as WFT, the person marking it thinks, well, they just wrote WTF wrong because they're dyslexic. No. We knew what we were doing. She's the one who marked it. She's like, oh, I thought it was the other thing.
Well, when you first look at it, that's what you think it says, right?
So then they read out the order of the winners from last to first. We
got called pretty quick.
We
didn't have to wait in suspense.
The team that comes in first wins absolutely no prizes.
Bragging rights for a week.
You've got bragging rights for a week. That's all you have. So you just walk around the team. It's like, I'm the trivia champion. And that's all you can do. So there you go. You now know how the trivia night works at Jack's on Wednesday, starting at 6 o'clock, but it really starts probably 6:15.
And which is exactly what Jody said.
Boom.
So, people, I think we're done. I think our time is up. We are finished for today. And we will chat soon. Have an awesome weekend if we don't check in, which we say we will, but we might not.
I think we will, but have an amazing weekend. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for listening to us. We didn't fight too much today, so we'll have to work on that. Okay, guys, have a great weekend.